a little bit of a difference there.
Yeah. It's been crazy, man, but this whole thing has stirred up so much crap. But
man, Dixie Carter has been trying to get a hold of you. Have you?
I'm calling her here in about 10 minutes, bro, to see what's going on.
Tell her that I yelled at you because she asked me so tell her that I did my end of the job. I promised her that I'd get you on the phone. So put me over a little bit.
Shout out and call her. I owe some other people a phone call. You know who they are.
Put me over a little bit now. Come on, put me over.
Yeah.
Put me over.
Thanks for yesterday. That was an incredible yesterday. I walked out of your gym yesterday thinking about maybe getting back into working out someday. I was on an incredible high when I left it. I was so excited that.
Well, my boy Jimmy Cleave was like, man, get him back in this fucking gym. We will us three work. God, Hogan. How about Jimmy? Jimmy's dialed in, ain't he?
Yeah. What are you guys going to train through that heat in the summer in there, dog?
Yeah, come on now. Since you're Port Tampa, since when have you started worrying about conditions?
How's Heather going to handle it?
Heather's industrial strength, man. She fucks me. You think she can be dainty? I mean, she think she can be dainty? I mean, look at J-Dog. I mean,
where you been, Heather? The Clem Gym? No, fucking Bubba.
I mean,
I was telling Eric yesterday. Not only is it going to be 50 degrees hotter in there, Bubba will have rubber things on. Bubba will have 3 sweatshirts on. Bubba will have a thermal suit on. He couldn't believe me. I said, I swear to you.
Bro, I'll tell you. Spice, as much as he doesn't want to put me over, Spice, how much shit do I wear in there? I mean,
you layer up with like 4 layers.
It's crazy.
It's like armor, and then it's a hot box in there.
Yeah.
I went to tap him on his shoulder. He didn't even know I was tapping him.
You would think, man, I must have a fucked up metabolism because I should weigh about 145 fucking pounds.
Like, cause I mean, I'm sweating to death just in the shorts and a t-shirt in that hot box.
Yeah.
Well, it's been 1 week since my back surgery, and I'm going to keep laying low for a little while to see if I can roll back into this thing slowly, you know.
Well, I learned how to work out hardcore, man, when I started supersetting with you, man, 10 years ago. That's how you fucking work. I learned from you. You know that, buddy.
Yeah, but you got all the right setup now, so you got it perfect. A to B to C McGillicuddy. You got the science dialed in now.
Man, superset, and I got all this shit now. You know, remember, for years, you always bitch, you don't got straight bars. Now, you see my straight bar setup? I got a straight bar setup second to none.
Yeah, but you like our ideas we had yesterday, right?
Yeah, I do. And I'm meeting with that other guy. Remember I told you, the one dude?
Yes,
I'm meeting with him. And now, what did Bischoff and Hervey think about me?
Oh, they thought it was awesome, man. They'd never seen the Clem Gym. They had no idea the setup. They were like, see, when people hear you on the radio and stuff, that's one thing. But when people actually see you in person and realize that you were in control of your own destiny and you had to bet on yourself, dude, I'm telling you, a lot of people won't bet on themselves, and a lot of people don't have the bezels to lay it out like that. But for you to pull the nose up on that thing and to look at it now to see everything you've done from, throwing everything you had, your houses, everything you owned, your mom, your dad, throwing your kids on the gauntlet, whatever it was to get it done. You rolled the dice, bro. Nobody does that anymore.
You paid Hogan, not to sound like too much of a kiss ass, but a couple days ago we were talking and you said the nicest thing to me. It meant so much to me. Like, I'm so proud of you, Bubba, because, you bet on yourself and you did it all yourself. And, a lot of people thought you were stupid when you remortgaged your house and built your own studio, but, you came through and that was so nice for you. Thank you for recognizing that. And 2, thank you for the kind words. Thank you.
No, the thing is, for someone to bet on themselves like that and to actually pull out, because a lot of people walk away. A lot of people will switch gears and walk away, but you got a bunch of loyal people that stuck with you, and you guys are that's why you guys are doing so good, because you guys have the right intent, you're positive, and you bet on the right situation, man, and all these other bottom feeders, they're all going to disappear. So, I mean, to see what you've got now and, like, walk in last minute in the McGillicuddy like Jason Hervey, who I love to death, it's impressive as hell for people that, didn't see you building this little empire again.
Well, and at the end of the day, man, all we need is Dave Rice, our engineer, and then who's in this room. I mean, we've become such a close net now that we only rely on ourselves, because together, man, I know this is big, so real rah-rah and stuff, but together, man, look what we've overcome. I mean, if somebody was to tell Manson, okay, listen, you're going to lose your job, you're going to have to go out and, one of the guys is going to go out and you're going to build your own studios, you're going to have to then, pay your own way. All that.
Oh, and by the way, you have to get a hold of Howard Stern and convince him to hire you.
Yeah, you got to get a hold of Howard Stern. He's got to hire you. Then you got to become a commodity. Then you got to get on regular radio, reinvent yourself there. Then you got to build your own studios. You got to do it all your own production facilities. You got to remortgage your house to do it. People would say there's not a radio personality outside of maybe Howard and a few others that would do that. I don't think. Not that I'm the best or anything like that, but
that's a ballsy move, bro. Nobody does that wild west stuff anymore in this day and age.
Well, we did it. And the good thing about it is, man, the one good thing about it is as the industry's changing, and all you need is content. And the way to deliver content is not even really relative right now because you just have to have the ability to produce content. The infrastructure that we built will always be able to pay dividends because we have a place to make content. Whether you have content over the internet, over satellite, or over iPhone, we have. I think that was the best thing we ever could have done because we never have to rely on a company's facilities to be able to create magic.
Yeah.
And you guys are rolling big time. I'm just proud to see you guys doing so well. You guys,
it was a lot like it was kind of like a little bit. It was a little bit of the leap of faith. Less you had to put your own money up. Is when you left Vince. Vince, that was such a secure thing. You could have ran there for years, and Turner's WCW was the shit. Wasn't doing well, and you made a huge leap of faith to go over there, and you guys made that a commodity, and that's that took your career to the next money level, did it not?
Yeah, bro, I'm at the crossroads right now again.
Yeah, I know.
I'm at the crossroads right now. I'm either going to crash and burn or I'm going to pull the nose up on this thing. I got to make the right decision here, Plus, I get all these hanger-oners trying to drain every bit of blood. Linda's doing everything she can, like she's told everybody, to destroy my career so there won't be any more income. So, I've got that cross to bear, too. And
let me ask you a question. Outside of these crossroads that you're at now, what was the last set of and it was probably not near this important or risky or bad, but what was the last crossroads of your life prior to this event?
Well, there's been a couple. The one that really was the tough hit was because they were dancing on my grave, having a field day with it because it was hot off the press. They hadn't been beat on everybody like, they were beating on me, like McGuire's and all these guys, was the steroid thing.
How bad was that?
They were jumping up and down on my head with that one, wanting me to put a gun to my head, self-destruct, jump off a bridge. Everybody wanted to see me become a tragedy.
That was a really, what year, was that 90, was that 89, 90?
90, 91, yeah.
90, 91. How bad, Terry, how bad was it?
That was 4 years of a dark cloud on my head. I remember for 4 years, I went 4 Christmases, I couldn't even smile, because it was just, you just didn't know what was going to happen. But once I got through that, then they started pounding on everybody else. They jumped on the baseball players, football, and, oh my gosh, you mean there's actually steroids in the football? And it just was an insult that they acted like they just discovered. But once that was behind me, the one that's really been tough, and you know what it is, it's been this whole thing with my family, waking up one day and everything being gone. I went from Full Tilt Boogie, TV show, wife and kids, all my dogs, all my animals, financially secure, and waking up the next day, everything's gone.
Now, let me ask you a question. I've often wanted to ask you this, not privately, but I'd like to do it here because I'd like to know. Because I know that you and Linda were on a very dangerous path before the Nick accident. But let's say the Nick accident, I know it's very hypothetical because we can't, but let's say the Nick accident did not happen. Yeah. Do you think that you and Linda were still headed for divorce? I do.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, every night she was telling me to F off, I'm divorcing. That was every single night. And I don't remember one day where she wasn't totally shit-faced by the time the sun went down.
Right.
And that's being honest. I don't remember one day where she wasn't totally gooned up. It's just like right around here at the beach just this last week,
Gooned up.
Tattoo parlor guy says your wife came in here so gooned up she couldn't walk. She was buying $3 belly button rings and handing out $100 tips to everybody. The next day after that, she's Memorial Day, totally shit-faced at Shepherd's, and the cops are calling me. There's this crazy party, loud music. The roads are all blocked off, and all the so-called drug dealers that basically, were called out.
Yeah.
All these people that were, said, that we heard the rumors. There were all these drug dealers that they'd given their statements that said they were not going to go around Linda. They were all back over the house, And so it was pretty crazy, but it's just this ongoing saga. I just don't want her to turn into a statistic.
The government tells him he can't go to his own house, and then when there's something goes on, they call him.
But the authority, they say, "Hey, you can't go to your own."
What's going on at your house?
Hey, sir, there's an order that you can't go to your own house. But guess what? There's a big ass party. Can you tell us what we should do?
Well, you told me I can't go to my house.
Yeah, I know, but you know the ins and outs of the house. What should we do? What should we do?
Yeah, I know, Bubba. You called out the local police and said, "Why doesn't somebody do something?" I still haven't figured that out. Why someone does, and then like you had someone call one of your shows the other day saying they were on the boat